flaws that I'd developed myself. So I've been travelling to train, like extra training. So obviously pep classes, one-to-ones, that's what I pay for this one side. So that's what I'm making, which is looking like plus physio once a week, the new kit all the time, just covers all out, which is looking brilliant. Like, so.
Yeah. How obviously the biggest fight you ever had? How long as you can be? I
haven't come up with camp since the last one, so I had a right Sash Boxing Day. So training day for New Year's Eve. I fought Jamie McDonald. I had Sunday off, I was back in training Monday, and I had 2 full complete rest days this year.
Are you scared of an overtraining or injury?
No.
What do you like with injuries then? Do you have
I would loads of niggles, but I do my care once a week just to keep maintaining them. I find I don't have rest. I just always have rest on a Thursday, for rest day. Like I find I come to Thursday, I feel like I don't really need a rest day now. So I'd wait, and when I've rested, if I try to have a good sparring session and I feel fucked, I'll lay in tomorrow, rest, recovery all day, and I'll train tomorrow night. So by the morning off, it feels like my body's recovering and I'm ready. I don't tend to rest day now, because it's in my head that I'm in the house sitting watching telly when he's training. So I tend to I'll rest morning, or I go train, or say if I train in the morning, I'll have a night off, the following morning off, and train the next night. So I've had like 24 hours, but by days I've actually trained that day.
So, you spoke, Cage Wars, you fought them before, haven't you? Yeah. What's that? Obviously you fought Budo and straight submit. How does that compare?
That's a good question.
Was it twice arena again?
Yes, arena, yeah. Like when I first started, there was just little goals and stuff. One of my little goals, which was a local title, which I got on, and the dream was a Cage Wars title. Then after fighting Nick Candy, I was happy, I was done, and I didn't want to fight the Cage Wars again. I was it, I'd done that. Because to me, a Cage Wars title was a dream. I'd never be able to do that. I was in there. Now it's a realisation I'm going to be in change rooms with Jack Shaw and I'm still a fan of them. I know it sounds like a geek fanboy, but I'm going to be with them and be watching over the years, and now I'm actually in the change rooms with them. So.
I'm a fan. Like if I'm ever in the change room or whatever, Ross Houston walked in the change room.
Mad, isn't it?
Oh, fuck me.
I should have got a pissing after, because I bet Farron go bet them all, they're going to stay sober for a year. And then Conley quits after 6 months, and I'm going to end after 6 months. I think I was fucking wait.
6 months ain't bad, is it?
No. Yeah, Ross Houston and Jamie McDonald said, look, Jamie sent me a photo of him and Ross Houston sitting in the pub with my brother in Jimmy's photographer at the lap past 4 in the morning, probably a pussy, because I woke up in the morning going, I fucking get did. Fucking get did. And they was a proper session as well. They're still on in the morning, driving home,
But it's like you say, it's weird. I don't think you get it so much too, but if I'm ever in the changing room when someone struts in or...
Yeah, you asked me to take fucking photos before, and I was like, nah, fuck
He texted me when he was in BKB and like Chris Lighton and all that were there, and he was like, you would have a right hard on now, you would?
He said, I'll get some photos. I said, no, I'll speak to him.
Do you have a photo?
Yeah, it's only because that fucking bird gassed me up for being lights out on his mouth in someone's photo.
No, but it's like being a fan, I think makes it possibly makes you want it more.
Yeah.
So you can see where you can get. Like
I know where I want to be as a fighter as well. Like I'm not delusional, I'm a realist. I know what I'm going to achieve, and like I'm 34. People call me a prospect. I'm 34. I mean, I'm got long in me, so I know what I want.
Years left, and you met 31 years left.
I know what I want to be as a fighter. I know what I want to achieve and what's possible, and then I do look on a day and I say that I've done it with these people. So.
Why did you leave us so late through starting? So you got your rugby background, you are, so what made you get into fighting?
Like that. I started fighting because I thought it was getting rugby was getting soft. I was getting bored. I don't think there's a place for it in rugby for me anymore, because I wasn't the most talented, so I was there for the rough and tumble. No, they give him fucking hands. Yeah, it was. Genuine. Used to remember the film Lagoon with Stifler.
Yeah, hockey that, isn't it?
Yeah, that was me more or less.
Another one come on, isn't it? This year or last year, Goon 2.
Yeah.
I want it. No, it's funny, yeah.
Yeah, I sort of love that. I mean, in rugby now, you're getting yellow carded for swinging arms and stuff, and that's just not me. Like, I missed it, so I just made a fan go, he kept on going to jiu-jitsu. I went to jiu-jitsu first time 4.5 years ago, and I didn't like it. I stopped going. So I went to his MMA class and didn't miss class for 6 months. And then he selected people who need to get a ground game as well. So when you didn't miss a class for 6 months, you know, proper going head into it. And I started boxing and striking properly, and then never defended the place.
Worst thing, the hardest thing I find, especially in Swansea, is it was the same when me and my brother were doing the amateur MMA, the amateur boxing, running the warehouse. Trying to find people, everybody wants to train. Everybody says they want to train in boxing. Everyone tell everybody they train in the boxing gym or they train in an MMA gym. But then when it comes to fighting, nobody wants to fight. Like, me and my brother, you spend it.
You're really wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get a special.
I don't train.
You get people who are there to fight. People like to say they fight. Like most of the people who told me they train in nails, and I was like, no, you don't.
Anybody in particular thinking just wants to say that they fight? Can you think off the top of your head?
No.
Ah, okay. So I got a name floating around as well.
No, it's hard to find. No, like in Swan, like we're a new MMA team. We're trying to get people who want to fight. We got a couple. We're not trying to grow a team.
Yeah.
Like Nails is an established team.
Yeah.
So and Port Talbot, there aren't many. It's a relatively small place compared to Swansea. And,
yeah.
And if you live in Port Talbot and you think I want to get into MMA, that's where you go. Simple as that. Whereas Swansea, there's a couple of options. So it's hard to get, like, come to us, or when you know there's other gyms about. So, but you get people walking through the door, they train, but when it comes to actually fighting, then it's like, and you don't see them again, or they take a bit of a tune-in and sparring, and they don't come back, or they just...
I found with MMA, you get fucking more pull-ups on shows than you do anywhere else. Like, I've been on shows and people like pull out on the day, like they weighed in. I know I've done it, I had a baby, like, so that was right.
No excuse.
But I've had boys, like the first Budo, the boy weighed in, and then he didn't turn up on a day, he didn't turn up for his left, the dean would organise him left. And it was on the unlicensed as well, like boys like just fucking saying, nah, they come weigh in and then they're like, oh, I hurt my arm in work. How have you hurt your arm in work from weighing in? Like, you haven't hurt.
My first fight, no shows on the change was then, and I made the step.
Yeah, oh fuck me, I remember that.
Yeah, and
running around like I text you, trying to get him fucking...
Broke me, I did, like...
It's like, I feel sorry for the promoters.
No, of course, yeah.
Not from seeing, like, being there as part of the team out in Dino, and seeing what he got to go through first hand, it's like, why the fuck would he do this? Yeah. You know what I mean? It ain't for fucking money, it's just, I know from his point of view, because that's all I can give him my experiences, he was doing it just to put on good fights, like.
Yeah.
Just to put on...
But to be honest though, I think the last show I fought on in November with Dino was probably the best show he's put on, fight-wise, but I don't know when I watched it. It was like, some of the fights on there, I watched them, I was like, fuck, he was a fucking hell of it. But it wasn't many in the crowd.
Nowhere near what it was.
So when you get like loads of white collar boxers and loads of fucking headheads who drink in a pub who bring crowds, like, that fills the place. But the actual quality of fights wasn't...
Baffles me, especially in Swansea, because there's so many white collar shows in Swansea now.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, Chris Ray would have his white collar show, and that was the only white collar show. And you weren't allowed in. I remember my cousin Mark fought on one, and we all had to go on hire taxis.
Yeah. Because
you couldn't go otherwise. Yeah, you had to wear tuxedos and everything.
You in Oceania, you were allowed to go up on the balcony in shirt and trousers. But if you want to go down on the floor,
tuxedo, the lot, it was the bollocks.
I was in a corner with someone, and I can remember what was one end went, "You're not fighting you," said everyone. But I can remember being in a corner, and everyone was in taxis. The only reason I was not like was because I was helping out. I was like, fucking down. I think it was the first one.
It was one of the best nights out in Swansea. You know, everybody on their uncle has it. Yeah. And nobody trains for them anymore. Nobody gives a fuck. Like Bunny, you go on Sherdog, and Bunny has had 450 fights or whatever it is, right? And half of them not even on Sherdog. You tuned him up in fucking Penang Club. And that's not on there, that's for sure. And he's on there. And then, like, he'll fight one week in fucking Stoke. And, well, there we are, perfect example. He fought on fucking Budo, got a win on Budo, which is fucking rare anyway. If he get a win, he got a win. And then went fought on white collar, like, a month later, and fucking lost on white collar. I'm like, how would you lose? You're a pro MMA fighter and you lose into a taxi driving on a white collar?
That's right, when we were putting on the shows with Chris, like, your brother, he done white collar, didn't he? And then he had 2 unlicensed with us. And we said to the boys, because we were training, said, boys, don't go back and do white collar now. You've got to do unlicensed. Like, I know it's there's a fine line between white collar and licence. It's like, for me, if you've got done white collar and then go into a licence, it's as close to the pro game as you can get without being a pro. Like, we were having fucking 10-ounce gloves, no vests on, you know, the lot, like, and I don't like to see people then go back a step, because realistically, you know, you could have like pro MMA, pro boxers doing white collar.
Yeah. Yeah, if similar with the like ultra white collar boxing or the ultra white collar MMA. I think ultra white collar MMA is more dangerous than ultra white collar boxing.
I'll be honest, after reading, like, I refuse to go and watch it because it's just a money spin. I found it's
massively, yeah.
They say they go to cancer charity. Does it?
Don't get me wrong, right?
Does it?
One of them, I MC one of them. They pay me well. That we did.
Oh, one of the boys, right, from our gym, fought on the one in the Olympic Stadium. We went down. No, we heard a whisper that they're going to turn people away if they can because they sold 200 tickets too many. We got there, there's proper nitpicking. They turned us all away from the end. I went to Fango. There's one else. We sold before, not one else. It was fucking idiot. They sold too many tickets. The top of the range bouncers, they're all in suits, you know, proper fucking thing. And there was one of the bouncers that told us, like, you know, they can not turn as many as you can away because it's just fucking sold too many tickets. Well, when you're alright, isn't it? Fucking hell.
I know, fuck.
The issue, like, as a boy I know now, he was telling me months ago, I'm thinking of doing ultra white collar MMA, and I said, I won't bother.
Find the gym, find a proper gym, respect some coaches, train hard and train properly, and go in there when coaches say ready. There's no way else for me is a perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Do it properly, like, you know.
And that's exactly what I told him. He comes and trains with us, right? And he was like, I'm thinking of doing an ultra white collar MMA. I said, right. My advice, I said, I won't bother. I get your head down, do 6 months, flat out, train as much as you can for 6 months, and then go in and strike and submit, or maybe a Budo or amateur when you're ready. I said the issue is there are guys going in these ultra white collar MMAs who have got a background. Yeah. Nobody checks your background. Nobody gives a fuck. No, they just want their money. And you might have a guy who's had a couple of MMA fights who's done jiu-jitsu for fucking years. He's going to go in there and absolutely spar you, so he looks an hero in front of his mates. You're going to end up absolutely battered. Yeah. And he's like, I think I'm still going to do it. I was like, well, all right, it's up to you, it's fine. So he comes back a couple of weeks ago. Oh yeah, I got my opponent. He's a boxing coach, I think. I was like, oh dear Lord. Oh fuck, I just know I was eating and I thought, all right, okay. Do you want to take it? I was like, no thanks.
Who's like that?
No.
Oh, and that's another thing as well. I know a few girls has gone to do it because they haven't sold 20 tickets. They want to fight. They got too many matches on it, too many opponents, and they got to sell minimum 20 tickets. Otherwise, they're not allowed to fight. Yeah, and they got to get a sponsor, which the sponsor goes to the show. They don't go to them. Like.
It's nobody, like, he was told, he was coming to us training, he was told no, because they pay a gym. Yeah. I don't know if this still is now, but it was Chris Reese. Yeah. Pay Chris Reese and you go down Chris Reese's 3 times a week or whatever, 2 times a week or whatever, and it's the very basics are shown to you, and away you go. Right, so he was told, no, you've got to go there to train. If you don't train there, if you're not there 2-3 times a week, you're not allowed to fight in the show. So we didn't see him for ages, like. Fuck knows what they're showing him there, I don't know, but...
That's right, you're training with the guys who went to fight them. And then they match.
Oh, I don't fucking wind me up this bar and the purples and you're fighting that. I just be like, okay, fucking doing the taps. No, not for any punches. Fuck that, like.
I'll tell you a story. Like, when I first started back to the rugby, I played, I took a nice away. I got red carded for a fucking elbow that I didn't connect with. It was ball.
On the ground and pound like.
6-12. I come back, I phoned Frango and him phoned me and Kevin in the jerseys. What's the jersey, my boy? He goes up with us, I goes on a piss. So I says to Kev, I've done the rugby, I want to fight, give me a fight. And he turns to me and says, stop session, lose weight, I fucking stop drinking. He said, and then I'll take you seriously. And that's when I took it seriously. I lost 4.5 stone in the next 4 months. And he said, right, I'll give you a fight, you know. And that's when we started. I missed the training session for that whole 4 months. And then he's like,
well, that's what you want. That's why you put coaches at care.
And that's what they do notice. If you put it in, they notice you are making an effort. Like the thing with me is losing weight, they're like, fucking hell, you take this seriously now. You're rocking up fucking knocking tits every weekend. One session, you're not going to go, you make a great fighter. But you start making changes, you start making an effort, they can go, tell you what, you can come in our team now, you can do a bit like.
That's what ruins me, knowing some of these white collars that they rocking up and you're like, I know for a fact, because I've been looking at this guy's Facebook for the last 3 weeks, he's been on the piss. and he's been eating breakfast. He's got no interest in training for this fight. He's still got, it's fucking dangerous, like. It's
before when you and your brother were running the warehouse ABC, you used to have the uni students come the hour before the new. They used to do like an hour. Yeah. I can remember I used to go over there at the same time just to hit the bag because that was my session. And I can remember him all going, and this guy who was fucking running, he's had like 2 fights in his life, and he's like, right, the more experienced ones go this side. So I'm listening to him now, they're fighting on Saturday, and they're like, oh, when we off out on Thursday then? I was like, the fuck, like.
My first fight, it was 5 months to the day I was playing for. I tell you what, I was meant to fight the first time, right, was Elliot Trulove, but he pulled out because he done his knee. So when he done his knee, he actually mentioned me, oh sorry mate, I'm in the end, you're training like fucking as well, and blah blah blah. So I fought in my second fight, and I knocked him out. I was talking to him after, he said, oh yeah, I trained like fuck for this fight. I didn't realise you were kicking, and you caught me with a kick. I said, I trained like, I said, how often do you train then? 2-3 times a week. I'm like, he said, how many times do you train? I said, 12-14 times a week. You're not, fucking hell. Fuck, you can see look at this face, like, you like, oh, fuck,
you don't understand, like, proper. And that fight was outstanding, right? Because you threw a leg kick, you went, come on in, threw another one, come on in, dropped his hands, like, so he went, alright then, threw another one, knocked him out. I was like, what the fuck's he doing?
My mate boxes mate the same like Lee Lewis box, isn't he? The same.
Yes,
yeah. And afterwards, he goes, his mate was like, oh, the thing is, see, mate, he goes, you know, blah blah, because he was a late replacement, Lee's boy pulled out, whatever. And he said, the thing is, he says, when I was younger,